Hey guys, it's Alexandra from iloveknots.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a basic leaf in two different ways. You can use this leaf on wreaths behind flowers, or you can sew a bunch of them onto either a pillow or a scarf or a blanket, anything like that. I did a scarf last year where I put the leaves staggered as if they were falling. I'm going to be using Red Heart Super Saver, which is a worsted weight yarn. This color is called Tea Leaf Green. It's one of my favorites. It's a beautiful medium green. And an H8 5mm crochet hook. You can make these with any yarn you have in your stash with the respective crochet hook, and they'll just either be smaller or larger. I'm going to start with a slip knot. I'm going to put the tail end over my fingers. I'll wrap the working yarn around my index finger 2 times and pull it down to hold tension. Then I'll take the yarn loop that's on the left and I'll pull it up and over the other, but not off my finger. Then I'll take the other loop that's currently on the left, pull it up, over the other, and off my finger. And this creates a loop. I'll stick my hook into that loop, hold the working yarn with my right hand, and with the short tail I'm going to pull it. Before we begin, I hold my yarn a little differently. I hold it like this. I just put my ring finger in there, and I keep tension right here in between my fingers. And I do this so my fingers don't hurt from being cramped up. We're going to start with a chain 12. To chain, we're going to yarn over and then pull through the loop. That's 1. We need 12 in total. We don't count the loop that's on our hook. We start at the next one. We're going to count 4 chains in. And that's where we're going to work our first stitch. Our first stitch is going to be a double crochet. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. The next stitch is a treble crochet, yarn over 2 times, insert our hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. The next stitch after that is a double treble crochet, yarn over 3 times, insert our hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 5 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to work 1 more of those double trebles in the next stitch, yarn over, so you have 4 loops on your hook, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, getting all tongue-tied, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we have a treble crochet in the next stitch, yarn over twice, insert into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we have another double crochet, yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we have a half double crochet in the next stitch, yarn over, insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Next is a single crochet insert into the stitch, yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both, and then we have a slip stitch into the very last chain. Insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch and the loop that's on the hook. Then we'll chain 2, and we're going to repeat the same process on the back side. So slip stitch into the first stitch. I like to work over my tail end as I do this next row. Next is a single crochet, and we're working on the opposite side of our foundation chain. So this right here on the top that you see, that's our foundation chain, treated exactly the same as when you worked the first side. So this first one is real easy to see because it kind of creates like a hole, which you can just pull closed, but that'll help determine where the first single crochet goes there. After single crochet is half double crochet into the next stitch, then double crochet into the next stitch, then triple crochet into the next stitch, or treble crochet, then double treble into the next 2, then treble crochet into the next, and then we're going to double crochet into the last stitch there. Then you have sort of like the top of a heart here. To close that up, chain 2, and then slip stitch to the top of the first stitch. So because that is our skipped chains, we want it to count as a double crochet. So even though technically 3 of those count as our double crochet, to get the most even look, I recommend slip stitching into the second chain. So there's 1, 2. And that is the first way. You can fasten off here if you want your leaf to look like this. Or you can add a vein going down the center. And so I'm just going to continue from the same leaf to show you how to do that. It's by surface slip stitching. So we're going to work into all of these. They're really easy to see. All these holes down the center. That's where you're going to be working. So you're going to insert your hook directly down from the top into that very first hole down the center. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Insert your hook down from the top into the next hole, yarn over from the back side, pull through the leaf and through the loop on your hook. And you'll do that all the way down the center here. And I have one more hole here. So it's created this sort of braid down the center. I'm going to fasten off. Then I'm just going to take that loop that I just finished working with. I'm just going to pull it so that it breaks the loop. And now I'm going to weave in my ends. So I'll start with the center one. I'm just going to thread my tapestry needle here. And I'm going to take that yarn and I'm going to insert it into the same stitch that I just worked into so that it goes to the back side. And don't pull too tight, otherwise you'll see a hole there. If you do, or if you don't like that, you can insert into the next stitch down here, and it'll help it so that it doesn't fall in. Flip to the back, and I weave my ends in, so this top one is coming out of the left side. I just pull it around to the right side and weave it down, and the one from the very pointed bottom, I weave in on the opposite side. And I just weave it in right into the foundation because it's bulkier there, so it's easier to catch. And you just weave in under a few stitches. Then when I come out, I don't go underneath the last stitch, I cut it in half so that it catches my yarn. Then I flip it around and I start the same way, so I'll go into a nearby stitch and I won't pick up the whole stitch, I'll cut it in half. And I do 3 passes. And now that yarn's not going anywhere, so I'm happy with it, just fasten it off here. And then I'll do the same thing with the other tail, but on the other side of the foundation, on this side over here. I'm just inserting under a couple stitches here to get me in position where I need to be. And now we have a beautiful, fun little leaf that has a great shape to it. I made the boutonnieres for the men at my wedding, and I put the flower right here, and then I had the leaf, and I just glued a pin on the back. They're also great if you have 2 of them. You put your flower in the middle on a wreath or on a card. You could hang an earring wire from the top and just use it by itself as an earring. There is so many possibilities for this leaf. And if you wanted to sew it on as an applique, like I said I did on the scarf, you would just leave a long tail whenever you fasten off. Actually, you fasten off down here, and use that tail to sew it onto whatever you want. What will you do with your leaf? Let me know in the comments below what you will do with your leaf, what you will create, or what you want to create. If you want to see a specific project made with these leaves, let me know that too, and I will work on it. Please smash that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit my blog, iloveknots.com, where you will find the free crochet pattern to this leaf, and many more, and I will see you on the next one.